Zach, you guys, bought into Shane and kind of the pillars that he has, but when you have a win like yesterday that takes, a couple of those pillars like resiliency and
Mhm.
relentlessness, like so what does that do to reinforce that culture that Shane's trying to establish?
It does a lot. Like that is the ideal type of win. When he first came in, that he was stamping right with just all the pillars of what our team is going to look like, not what we want it to look like, but what we're going to look like. And guys did a great job. Everybody did a great job of buying in. He's a no nonsense kind of coach, right? It's the standard is the standard. The standard is very high. And I think the type of guys we have on this team, everyone responds well to that. We all love that, especially about him. And, that just from it to be at the top and it trickled down to everyone, staff as well. You couldn't, ask for something even better. I mean, especially when having a younger team.
Zach, coming from a winning program in college and being successful here, when coach is trying to put his fingerprints on this team, do you still have to learn how to win? I mean, last year you could argue totally different situations that you guys didn't find ways to win close games, but here you have. Do you have to learn how to win, how to make plays when it matters?
I think you do. I think the way we prepare, in the week of practice does a lot of that for us. If you prep good, you go into a game having a lot of confidence. So when those moments come up in games where you got to have it, right? We call it got to have situations. When we have those moments in the game where we know we got to have it, we put ourselves in those situations in practice, in meetings, and walkthroughs, and all that type of stuff prepares you to go out there and be able to do what we do on Sundays. And guys stepped up, and that's all it really was about.
So the pillars talk is really important, but you need the positive reinforcement to show that there's substance behind the words.
Yeah, and I think what we do and what we put on tape, right? The effort, the relentlessness, in the plays, right? I look back at the game on Sunday, when Gardner got sacked and it was a loose ball, right? I think it was right before halftime. But the way Quentin went and dived at the ball to not make it an easy recovery for those guys, and then Gardner on top of that, which allowed Pitt to get the ball and allowed us to get the punt instead of them getting the ball in the plus side of the field right before half, which could have, easily swung the game in their favor. So things like that show up. And we've only been together with Coach Shane for a few months, technically, right? For things like that to show up early in the year, that it says a lot.
Did that give you a bit of just relief to just play? Not necessarily from like the perspective of having people wanting you to play, but just, this is the game you love, and to just go out there and just play.
No, for sure. Definitely, it make it a lot easier. We can go out there to be free. At the end of the day, it's football. So just have fun with it, but like the motto I try to live by is you live by the cheers, you die by the boos. So I try to just stay pretty even keel with everything. Don't get too high on, when people praise you, and, same thing with the lows, because there's going to be some lows for sure. So just stay pretty even with everything.
Raven?
You mentioned before the home opener in the preseason just how much of a dream come true it was for a kid from Indianapolis being able to come out of that tunnel. But again, that was the preseason. How excited are you for this Sunday when you're going out there and it's for real?
No, for sure. There's gonna be a lot of emotions. I'm looking forward to it though. Just being in the hometown, just in the backyard, man, where I've been growing up my whole life. Like I said, definitely is gonna be a lot of different emotions, but I'm looking forward to it for sure. Just going out there, same mentality I've had every week, regardless if it's preseason or whatnot. Like I still treat it the same. Like it matters to me. So just going out there, the right mentality, man, and just competing.